again, day after day, so easy to prove that all of this stuff is way beyond coincidence. I mean, these are the same patterns over and over. And literally, it's going to be 8 years next month in the 8th month. I started doing this in August of 2013. Started out exclusively on my Facebook with my friends and family until I had to delete it because all of them were accusing me of being schizophrenic from showing them things just like this. And I thought, God, what a bunch of dummies. They still all think I'm crazy for questioning 9/11, and now they think I'm schizophrenic now that I'm showing something that's way beyond coincidence. Even when I first started, I didn't have hardly a fraction of what I do now because I've been researching 8 years straight. But I still had enough to make a good argument in the beginning. And again, I had people calling me schizophrenic for showing this. I mean, how can you think that this is a coincidence? You have to be so dumb, and that's what most people are. Again, Jesus is 74, cross 74, Messiah 74, gospel 74, parable 74. Who would code that into the language? From the very beginning, the word Jewish is 74. They say Jesus was Jewish. You know, the English translation of Jesus is Joshua. Joshua 74. You know, people threw arguments at me. See, I guess that's how I kind of probably like figured out at first that the Oregon thing was a good example to show. People were responding like that I was either schizophrenic or it was just a coincidence or probably a lot of things added up to that. And I just thought, no, I've been writing down in a notebook, not everything just adds up to 74, but all those words do. And again, just to get that list up there. Jesus, cross, Messiah, gospel, parables, Jewish, Joshua. All of those things are related. This is a Hebrew practice, a Jewish practice going back to, you know, the Hebrew language, right? Thousands of years, much older than English. It's about bringing words and numbers, words that have the matching numerical value and natural relationships together. All of these things have a natural relationship. Jesus, cross, Messiah, gospel's the story of Jesus, parables is how Jesus spoke. They say he's from Judea, so, you know, in English, Jewish. And then the English translation of Jesus is Joshua, which is also 74. And again, that's not even his real biblical name. So it was manipulated to that. And then, lo and behold, this practice, English is 74, Gematria is 74, right? What's the big English city? London, 74. What's this nation's birthday? Holy Day, holiday 74. This nation's birthday is 7/4, when we supposedly got free from London, England, right? And again, the only other cipher I knew in the beginning was the alphabetic order with the rules of numerology, the dark blue one. Independence Day, 74. I mean, these are the things I was showing to people and getting ridicule from. I just ended up deleting my whole Facebook page. I was like, fuck it, man. There's only 2 people on here, you know, worth knowing. I don't want to know any of you, man. The rest of you are just pissing me off. I don't need to have anything to do with any of you anymore. I'll share this information with people who might get it. And, you know, I started the blog, and then once I got confident enough with it, I started making, you know, videos about it. And, but the point I was going to make is what I was showing people is out of the 50 states, if you go through the 50 states with these, the only 2 ciphers I knew, you only get 1 state that equals 50. Because I already had people making the argument back then, oh, 2 ciphers? Now you can probably just connect whatever you want. It's just like, okay, another retarded argument. But out of the 50 states, only 1 sums to 74. Oregon. Only Oregon. 1 out of 50. That's 2%. So, you know, that list of words with Jesus, if you wanted to say that 1 in 50 words equaled 74, which is not true. Somebody ran the statistical analysis, it's less than 1% of words have the same Gematria value. So a fraction of a percent times 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 a fraction of a percent, that's how you find the probability. That's how it works. If you take probability, you learn that to find, if something has 50% odds and 50% odds, what's the probability of it going this way and this way? You know, those 2 outcomes you want. Well, 50% times 50% becomes 25%. So 1 in 4 chance. You know? Smaller and smaller. Every time you do it, it would get smaller and smaller. Again, this stuff lining up the way it does is improbable. And for all the people that make these just bogus arguments and just say some, you know, nonsensical thought and then write off something that they really do need to know. I mean, the people of the world need to know this. Not they want to know it or they need to know it. The reason they need to know it is because then they can see how they're being lied to every day and how they're being controlled and that there is an Illuminati, which people like to mock. Again, the Illuminati was created by the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt. You know, the Bavarian Illuminati, changed to Order of Illuminati, established May 1st, 1776. But anyway, I got to hurry up because I'm supposed to pick up Sweet Lady at 5, and I need to take a shower, and I got to hurry, guys. I'm running late. She's going to be mad at me. But we're going out tonight, and I don't want to go out for my birthday and ever be mad at me, so I got to hurry up and get off. But hold on, let me fly through the rest of this. Again, Greg Knapp, dead at 58, 139 days after his birthday. I'm sure there's more to it. I put some other notes in here. There's some other familiar numbers with it. This 5-year-old Georgia boy, the news about his death from COVID. Wyatt Gibson, the exact same Gematria as coronavirus, forwards and backwards. I mean, and he died on July 16th, the date that was marked for the sick death-related rituals in the media, because it has again, you guys, kill in Gematria with all the ciphers has these numbers: 28, 44, 64. July 16th had date numerology of 28, 44, 64. Remember, there's 4 paths to get the date numerology each day. There's one day a month that will always have 3 out of the 4 values. Some months it has all 4 because it's the 17th of the month. And that was last month. Or that was this month, June 17th. Well, actually, no, I take it back. No. I'm getting confused. He died on July 16th. That was the month before June 17th. That's right. I was getting dyslexic with those dates. But on June 17th, it had date numerology of 28, 44, 64, and it was the 17th of the month. But every month, just sick, twisted stuff on that date, documented month after month. And this time it's a 5-year-old boy. And a part of me, like, there's nothing wrong with your young boy having long hair. I used to have long hair. But I just feel like the media choosing a child with long hair, I just feel like that goes with the whole, like, just pushing, opposite gender It's just like everybody, a lot of parents know that, like, their boys want to be more like girls and their girls want to be more like boys right now because that's the cultural influence. And it's not to say that long hair is girly, but, in some ways it has that cultural stereotype. It's just like my neighbor when he, before, I had long hair when I first bought my house, and my neighbor, he joked that when I first moved in, he thought I was a girl. My hair wasn't that long, but he was making the joke because, I had long hair. So I had a beard, though, so I doubt he really thought I was a girl. But, yeah, anyway, it's just, we know what they're doing. And, like, if you look at that picture real quick, he's dressed like a boy, but you just look at the face, long hair, young child, it's hard to tell. You might think, oh, little girl. Oh, actually, it's a little boy. Okay. But yeah, again, just, is this even a real story? Is this child from this person does not exist.com? Is this even real, right? Supposedly it happened in Georgia. Every month on the 44, 64, 28 date, sometimes they code all the numbers, but they always code at least one of the numbers in the death. So Georgia's 44, just like Kill's, 44. Supposedly that's the day he died. And, yeah, just sick stuff. Amy Winehouse, she's in the news today. We decoded her death many years ago. In today's article, they focus on Adele and how Adele said she never would have made it without Amy Winehouse. So that I said, I never looked at Amy Winehouse's death in light of Adele. And look at this. She died 79 days after Adele's 23rd birthday. Look how all this comes together. So 79 days, right? 79 days. We know that's the murder number. Murder 79. The movie poster Murder by Numbers. The orange numbers are here. If you don't know the Murder by Numbers movie poster somehow, now you will. When you look at this poster, the letters are changed to 3 and 8, 8 and 3. Murder has that Gematria 38 and 83. The song Murder by Numbers came out in 83. But the orange numbers right around the letters are 7 and 9. And the alphabetic order forwards, murder is 79. So, 79 days after Adele's 23rd birthday, which we'll get to because Winehouse died on the 23rd, today, 10 years ago, 79 days, murder 79. Remember the DMX ritual, 79 days after LL Cool J's birthday this year, which we talked about. LL Cool J, 79. His song 4321, DMX in the news as a vegetable, 4321, vegetable 79 like murder. And LL Cool J and DMX are on that song, 4321, and LL Cool J ends the song saying he's the greatest of all time, the GOAT. GOAT 43, DMX on April 3rd after Brady at age 43. And on Sirius XM, that's LL Cool J's channel, channel 43. The GOAT. Remember, greatest of all times, 188. Brady won the Super Bowl 188 days after his 43rd birthday. GOAT 43, greatest of all time, 188. But Amy Winehouse was 27. Adele's got the Gematria 27 with the alphabetic order and the alphabetic order in reverse, 2 of the 4 base ciphers. And Adele's album came out that year, 2011, beginning of the year, January 24th, 124. It was called 21. Notice Winehouse is 124. She dies later that year. And that date could also be written 24/1, like 241, the 53rd prime. Winehouse died 53 days before her birthday. And that album released on a date with 56 numerology. Society of Jesus 56, Jesuit 21. The album was called 21. Jesuit numbers. And then Frank, Adele's, or not Adele, but Winehouse's big album, Frank. I think that's the album that has Rehab on it too. Her big song, Rehab, and then she dies from an overdose, supposedly. Probably given the hot dose, but Frank, 23. Adele was 23. She died on the 23rd. Frank means short. Her life was short, cut short. She died on a date with 34 numerology. Rehab's 34. And again, check out the Gematria murder. Murder, 7934, right? 79 days after Adele's birthday. Murder, 83. That's the 23rd prime. She died on the 23rd while Adele was 23. Again, these people got talent, but they're all chosen in the industry that chooses them and makes them the big stars. You know, it's like one person's gain is another person's sacrifice. You know, one person's gain is the loss of their life, you know. It's just so sick and twisted, man. And, you know, another death in the world of entertainment. Kashia Cole loses her mother at a young age. And her mother died on 18/7. Just talking about the Jesuits in 79. They're known killers, the Jesuits. Society of Jesus is their official name. 79 like murder. It's also 187. So here's another pop star. Her mother dead on 18/7, right? And mother died on a Sunday. But here's the big thing. From the daughter's birthday to the mother's death was her 277th day of her age, the 59th prime, right? And her debut album was The Way It Is, 59. Just the most simple ciphers. Slave, Negro, Blues, Rasta, they're all 59. Black History Month ends on the 59th day of the year. Motown came out in 59. So here's a black singer loses her mother on her 277th day of her age, the 59th prime. And again, I'm going to come back and write out Independence Day on that same thought. Independence Day 277, which is the 59th prime. And again, Freemasonry is 59, and 59 is the 17th prime, and Mason is 17, and modern Freemasonry was created in 1717. 59 years later, the Bavarian Illuminati, this nation, their birthday is June 24th. This year, a building came down in Miami by the numbers on that day. You know, the builders, a building comes down, crazy collapse in Miami. But yeah, I gotta sign off, True Seeker, because I gotta shower super fast, go pick up Sweet Lady. And we're gonna celebrate the birthday tonight because, you know, it fell on a Wednesday. She's working with her internship thing. I'm doing the radio show. I wasn't gonna miss the show, and so we're gonna go out tonight. And we don't go out a lot because it's expensive to eat out, and you know we make food at home. It's healthier. It's really healthier to eat at home too and make your own food because restaurants, they put a lot of shit in their food to make it taste really good. And a lot of that shit, it tastes really good, but it's not good for you. Like a lot of extra sugar and salt and it's expensive too. So, I mean, we mostly make our own food, but there's a restaurant she's been wanting to check out in town that she thinks looks nice. And you're like, well, what about your birthday? I don't care where we go. If Sweet Lady's happy, then I'm having a good day, and that's how I want my birthday to be. So, anyway, we're going to leave it there, True Seeker. You know, Phil Valentine. Come on, man. Maybe we need to figure out how to get on, we need to figure out how to get on this guy's show, I think. We need to see if we get Phil Valentine to spill the beans. I mean, come on, man. Phil Valentine. That's why you got to know your Gematria. Anyway, have a